Welcome back to another video, everyone. So today we're going to be revisiting the Oxide time trials. When this game first came out and I first attempted the Oxide trials, I genuinely thought I was never going to be able to complete them ever. I went through the tracks and did the ones that I could, but I ended up with a list of about 10 that were just impossible to me at the time. And if you think I'm bad at the game now, if you think I'm inconsistent or whatever, then you clearly haven't seen gameplay from me back then. Now, I didn't have this channel back then when this game came out. I made this channel in October, but for those of you who don't know, because I never really talk about it, I never mention it or anything, I do have two other channels. I've been doing YouTube for over 5 years now. And on my main channel, I did one video or two videos where I tried to beat some of the Oxide time trials. So today we're going to look back at that video, we're going to look back at old posts, we're going to see how much I struggled with certain tracks, and then I'm going to replay them and see how much of a gap I can create between me and Oxide when I finish the race. So let's get into it, shall we? Shit. Oh no, he's going to go straight. Fuck's sake! And you've got to keep that up for 2 laps. Oh shit. I did it! I've done it, and I never have to do it again. Well, technically you were right. I didn't have to do the Oxide Ghost on that track ever again. Just had to do the velo and developer times. Right, let's do Tiny Temple then. So his time is only 7 seconds slower than mine. He keeps Blue Flame around the whole thing, so... In fact, no, I think he loses it at the end, but it's really just about the way you drive. Let's see if we can do it first try. I'm not sure, because I am still very inconsistent. I think that's one thing that hasn't changed. I can drive better, and my ability of holding Blue Flame is better. But U-turning... I mean, there's not much U-turning on this, to be honest, but... Now, I know it's slower to go this way, but even after doing the developer time trials and learning all the fastest routes, the ones that save like a second or two, if they're a bit harder to pull off, I just don't do them. As you can see, Oxide is still just behind me, but it's really not that difficult, is it, these days? I shouldn't have said that. I'm probably going to embarrass myself now and fuck up or something. Could have done that a little bit better, but I don't need to. I don't need to. We're still ahead of him. If anyone's struggling with the Oxide Ghosts, because I know a few people are, you know, I've seen comments on my Velo Ghost videos, my developer time videos, where people say, you're doing this and I'm still struggling with the Entropy Ghost. Just keep going with it. Trust me, I was in your position once where I just thought it was impossible. I was never going to be able to do it. Keep doing it. You'll beat all the Entropy Ghosts. At one point, I couldn't even unlock Entropy's Ghost on Oxide Station, which is another one we're going to do later. Next one we'll do is Sewer Speedway, because in the video, I didn't actually complete this one. I just rage quit. Oh... I'm not doing it. To be fair, the shortcut wasn't fixed at this point, so it did make it a little bit harder, but it was still, like, mainly my driving. My driving sucked. So I've done this nearly 10 seconds faster than Oxide at this point. I'm still not that consistent at the barrels or shortcut, so might mess this one up. Ooh. Oh, that was a bit lucky. Just a bit lucky. Now, but in my first ever video on this channel, it was top 5 hardest Oxide Ghosts. lost my speed there. We are going to retry this. I remember saying something like, even when you perfectly boost around the track and hit the shortcut, Oxide is still just behind you. His icon is right on yours. And look, I've lost my speed in this once already, and there's still a gap. I thought I was actually going to have to retry this one because of that, but... Now, let's go to Reddit, because I do post in the Crash Bandicoot subreddit quite a bit. Tips for Oxide Station Entropy Ghost. Please save me. I can't even unlock his ghost. Right, let's go to Oxide Station. I'm going to select Entropy's ghost on this as well as Oxide. There's only a 3-second difference, but let's do it. Oxide Station. I've really come to love this track. When you figure out how to U-turn, I've recently remapped my button, so it makes it a little bit easier. I still mess it up from time to time, but... when you figure out how to U-turn, it just makes this track so much more fun. Already we've created a gap. There we go. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. Blue flame, don't leave me. Oh, I told you I'd mess up. But look at where they are on the map. But I am going to retry this one after, because I want to... It just feels so satisfying to hold blue flame around the whole thing. I am playing with speed, so it is a little bit harder to do that, for me at least. I wonder if it's possible to lap them in this. Where even are they? Oh, I hit the wall trying to look where they were. What kind of fire is this? It's like half blue fire. Yeah, flame's gone. Man, revisiting these ghosts, I actually feel kind of good at the game. I feel like this is how Wolfie feels doing the dev trials. He'll restart if he feels like he can do it better, even though it's a winning time. I don't think I'll ever get good enough to do that, to feel that way with the dev trials, or even Velo. Yeah, most likely not. Oh, same place! Come on. Right, let's give that another shot. Oh, that was smooth. That was definitely a smooth play. Perfect. The weird thing is, I don't even think I struggled back then to do it on out of time or deep sea driving. Probably because it wasn't as strict, like you didn't need to hold blue flame around the whole thing. And I believe they both messed up as well, Entropy and Oxide on those tracks. Actually no, I do vaguely remember deep sea driving being a bit of pain, but... it didn't take too long, I don't think. Didn't cause that much trouble. Yeah, that bit, let's try and not get any drifts in there, because it always goes wrong. There we go, we held it the whole lap. That was my second best time ever on this track. I think we'll do one more Blizzard Bluff. I hated this one. I did it like pretty quickly in the video, but I struggled with it so much off video. I didn't attempt the gate shortcut back then because I couldn't do it, and I barely beat Oxide. We were like right on the line together, pretty much the same as it was when I beat the developer. No! Yes! You don't understand how many times I've tried to do this one off camera. The gate shortcut is the key for doing this track. If you can do the gate shortcut, and there's plenty of tutorials out there, then I'd say you're capable of beating Velo, Oxide, and Entropy. Just like that. I don't even have a strategy for doing it. I just sort of... I jump twice and just try to... just jump in the right space, I guess. I don't know. When you do it a few times, it'll just become like a thing. You'll know where to do it. See, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. Just depends with me. Ooh. Actually, I think this was in my top 5 hardest Oxide Ghost video too. Yeah, and that was a bit sloppy as well, but hey, we made the jump, and that's okay. That was like 3 seconds slower than my fastest time. I wonder if any of these times that I got in this video were fast enough to beat the developer again. Probably not. I highly doubt it. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video, everyone. I just thought it'd be fun to return to the Oxide Ghost after... How long has it been now? It's nearly been a year. If you're one of the people struggling with the Entropy Ghosts or the Oxide Ghosts, I know there's still new players getting the game and attempting them. Stick to it, okay? If you keep doing it, you'll improve. You'll eventually be able to beat Velo. And if you want to go for those master wheels, you'll be able to beat the developer times too. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you all in my next video.